I'll explain or give it my best shot to give closure on why the things on this channel with over 1,000 videos free sometimes contradict the things in David-WYNN Miller's videos. I'll explain that because it's very, very simple. And if you're a longtime viewer like Quadruple A, you're gonna hear me say this and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. If you look at David-WYNN Miller's videos, you will see contradictions in his teachings. You will see, if you even have a smidgen of closure on the grammar, rudimentary, beginner, 5%er type stuff, you only have closure on 5% of the grammar, you will see that there are mistakes on every single page of his textbook, every single page of his website, or any other documents that he has published. And by extension, not only that, his apprentice, his student, his protege, Russell J. Gould, you'll find the same thing with his stuff. Mistakes every single page. And you don't even need to have 100% closure to see that. It's obvious by their own rules. So what happened was, my tutor, Raven, Farhad, Tohidi, Afarin, he took the stuff that made sense and could be proven with a continuance of the evidence. It could be certified through a continuance of the evidence. He took that stuff out of the technology. He extracted that stuff. And the stuff that was hearsay, presumption, assumption, and there was no closure for, threw it away. Because what good is it if you can't prove it? Because see, the issue was back in the day, back in 2017, back in 2018, when Raven and I were conclaving about this, we noticed like everybody's syntaxing was different. Like there were inconsistencies in syntaxing. So much so that it's like, well, how can the be an adjective here and the be an adverb here? That makes absolutely no sense. So he went through when he was teaching me, and then later on, after I got closure on it, or enough closure to proceed on my own, I went through and took it, further, kept extracting mechanics and things like that. And of course I ran it by him because he's my tutor, and that's the honor and grace that I have for him, just to make sure everything's correct. And then I would put it on the internet. And then, like, for example, this is the big one. And this goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video about the name and having two position loadial fact phrases in front of the verb. Or if there's no verb, two position loadial fact phrases for a title or a name, things like that. You can't have any more than that, or you got to put a verb in there. It comes from David's own teachings, which I have at least 2 or 3 videos of him in front of a dry erase board showing the correct sentence structure concatenation for the facts, of the facts, are, with the facts, of the facts, with the facts, by the facts, full stop. And then explicitly saying, you would never have an of the next to an of the, a with the next to a with the. With the always comes after the verb, and then it's either followed with a by the, or if you're going to keep going, it has to be of the, and then a with the has to precede the authority. The authority is by the. By the always, always, always comes at the end. For the always, always, always comes at the beginning. And that's because of the mathematical interface. For is congruent with by, of is congruent with. It always starts with for the facts, of the facts, are, blah, blah, blah. If you end it with of the facts, by the facts, period, when you read that backwards, now it becomes for the facts, with the facts. And that makes no sense. It has to be for the facts of the facts. Cause, concern, verb. Possessive, concern, possessive authority. That's how the mathematical interface works. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 minus 2 equals 1. The positionals serve the function of the plus and the minus sign because they're congruent with one another. That's how we can do it. The facts maintain the same value forwards and backwards. That's how we can check the sentence. So that's how I did it. I took all the stuff that I could certify that David-WYNN Miller said and he taught, took that and made videos about it, because I wouldn't say anything on this channel grammatically that I cannot prove with a continuance of the evidence. There's nothing on here that you can find or that anybody has found that I can't prove, that I can't show them where it came from or how it was created. And all the stuff that, the fantastic stuff that David said about his personal life and other things like that, threw that all to the side. It's not really necessary to learning this grammar. They're wonderful stories. True or not, I have no idea. But they're wonderful stories. Cool to listen to sometimes. But the grammar is what I stuck with. So that's the story of why you will find contradictions on this channel from what David used to teach. Because I only teach stuff I can certify. I'm never going to put something out here that I know is not correct. I would never knowingly put something out here that's not correct or wrong or intentionally with volition wrong lead people, as some gurus like to say, wrong lead. And I'm not a leader, by the way. Again, coming back to the titles, not a leader, don't care to be a leader, just a teacher.